So here we have a blue Mandalorian helmet, and today I want to repaint it. The colors I'm going to use are a metallic silver, a metallic black, and a metallic gold. And to finish it off, we're going to use some of this gloss finish. So to start us off, I'm going to be using this masking tape to tape off the visor and any other things I don't want to paint. Alright, so the next step here, after masking off what I don't want to paint, is I'm going to score up the plastic with some steel wool. This will let the paint stick better to the helmet.
So I'm going to start painting all the dark spots that are already dark. I'm going to make them this color black. And I'm going to be painting using the Walmart brushes. These are the cheapest ones you could buy, made out of a piece of wood and a piece of foam glued to the tip. Plastic. Very simple brush, but it's, it'll work. I'm going to be using this piece of cardboard as my color palette to hold the colors that I'm using. Just opening up the plastic packaging. So, the seal underneath. Nope. Makes it a lot easier. Let's see how it pours. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. We won't pour out too much. We don't want to make a mess after all. So there's paint. I'm going to use the paint that we have here on these spots. If we end up going over, it doesn't really matter because it's, after all, it's paint. I can just paint over the mistakes. And we have some in the brush. Let's see how it looks. Okay, well, the first pass looks better than the second one. I kind of love the way the second pass. Okay. I think this looks pretty well. If you don't like the way it looks, let me know in the comments. Tell me what you would have done better. And if you really don't like it, make your own video and show me how to do it the right way. Any feedback at all is very much appreciated. I like the kind of sparkly, but I think it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's okay if it gets on the plastic piece. After all, I can paint over all the other paint. Once it dries, I can put a little bit of masking tape along the edges and then paint over the parts that I didn't end up painting the way I like it. It's acrylic, so what I've noticed is that it's very easy to chip off if you haven't sealed it, and I can chip off whatever I don't like and bring it through the paint. Continue painting here.
Alrighty, so our next color, we're going to cover most of the blue with this silver sterling color. Alrighty, here's our pour. It's got a very neat color to it. We'll see how it paints on there. Alrighty, Alrighty, just before I start painting, I'm going to use my brush here to kind of mix it in together. Looks like one of those colors that you should do that. Alrighty. Let's see how it goes on. I'll start with the top of the head. Well, I kind of wiped it off with the brush instead of applying it. There, that's a little better. I think I'll have to layer it on, and as I add more layers, it'll look more and more solid. But I think it'll look good once it's done. Try to follow this line. I don't want to paint that gray line. Well, that's a start. And I'll see how many layers it needs to look the way I want it to. Alrighty, so I painted it with the brushes. I'm going to let this paint dry. It's still quite wet. Once it dries, in a second video, I'll do a part 2. I'll do the gold details and I'll touch it up. I'll try to make it look as nice as possible. So yeah, that's the plan right now, is to let it dry. I did not color the rangefinder. I haven't done that yet, but I will. So there's that. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching the video to the end. You know, let me know in the comments if there's anything you would have done differently. Maybe some tips for me that would help me with mine. And today's reading will be Psalm 91 verses 1 and 2. I really recommend that you go through and read all of Psalm 91. You can find it anywhere online or in your Bible if you got one at home. I just recommend that you read it. But these first 2 verses really show what I want you to know. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Thank you guys for watching the video again, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.